We are at the last quarter of 2025. We are about to step into 2026. And in 2026, each and every one of you who's watching me needs to become an entrepreneur. I used to believe that, yes, you can get into a job, you can do something and become successful and, get along with your life, get along with the society. But day by day, as I'm learning new things about AI and the AI revolution and everything, there is no other way for any one of you guys to become successful and have a family life, have a good, proper family life for the next 40, 50 years without becoming an entrepreneur in this day and age. And I will explain why I am saying what I am saying in this video. So stay around, stick around. Welcome back to another episode with Think Big. First of all, I want you guys to have a look at this image. Let me share my screen. So we were at the agricultural age in 1700 till like mid to late 1800. Then agricultural age died down. Then the industrial age came up. These factories, offices, and all these things came up, right? Up until mid 1800s to mid to late 1900s. Then the industrial age also slowly died down. Still, it's there, but very small portion. It has died. Like, we don't see a lot of factories and stuff like that, how we used to see in early 1900s. We don't see that anymore. Just like we don't see a lot of farms, a lot of farmers, and a lot of farmlands and stuff like that, just like we saw in um early 1800s. So the agricultural age died down, then the industrial age came up, then the industrial came is also dying down slowly right now. It has died. I would assume 75 to 80% has already died down. And now then as we are stepping into the 2000 era, we are getting into the digital age, which is IPs, data, then media, these videos that you are watching me, these all media, YouTube, Rumble, everything's media, Instagram, Facebook, everything's media, and code, softwares, and stuff like that. And of course, AI. That is the newest revolution of the digital age. From early 2000 to 2015, 2020, we were in this code era of digital age. Code revolution. People were developing softwares, people were developing certain tools and stuff like that, apps and all this stuff by coding. And right now, we have come to a place that where people really don't have to code because AI does the coding. Now we are in the AI revolution. So why am I saying what am I saying? The reason is I want each and every one of you who are watching me to position yourself in a place that you are AI proof. And to tell you guys the truth, I hate to be the one to tell you this. None of the jobs that you guys think that you are going to do or that you guys are already doing are safe. Eventually, all of those things will get replaced by AI. When everything gets replaced by AI, how are you going to survive? How are you going to get your income? How are you going to sustain a family? How are you going to keep up the society standards, society norms, and all these things? That's why I said what I said. By 2026 and going forward, each and every one of you needs to become an entrepreneur. There is no way out of it. And I believe that each and every one of you can become an entrepreneur. It's not rocket science. It's not that you have to born to become an entrepreneur. You don't. It is hard work. It is not easy. It's not like you are gonna get a guaranteed income every month. You need to have certain skills. You need to develop certain traits. You need to get rejected a lot. You need to go through a lot of uncomfortable realities faced a lot of uncomfortable realities, but all of those things are going to shape you up to become a successful person. Let me show my screen again and explain what I'm saying. So, as for now, most average homes get their incomes in like a multitudes of ways. But in general, 60% of the average income comes from wages. That is like no salaries. You work for a company, you work for like an average amount of hours, and you get an average amount of payment for each hour or whatever, and then you get the wage, the salary. That is about the 60% of the income. And then you get government benefits, about 15% of government benefits. And most likely the government benefits will get replaced by UBIs. By UBIs, I mean universal basic income. Universal basic income means that you are going to get certain government benefits. Basically, when you get when your job get replaced by AI, you are going to get UBIs, universal basic income. And then about another 15% come through certain commissions and stuff like that. By commission, I mean like, certain fees. Or if you're doing a sales job, if you're a salesman, you get sales commission based on your performances. So it's not just sales jobs, but what I mean is like, certain side hustles or certain entrepreneurial journeys. You are doing a job and you get your wages, and then you get some sort of government benefits, and at the same time you have a little bit of a side hustle that you are going to, because the job wage that you are getting is not enough to sustain in this economy, to sustain like your family life. So you are doing another side hustle, and that side hustle will solely depend on your performance. If you don't do the side hustle, you are not going to get the income, right? That's why I said commission. By commission, it means it based on your performances. That's about 15%. And then the passive income, like by passive income, I mean when you invest on certain assets, like rental income, the yield and stuff like that. So why am I saying this? Because this is important for you, every one of you, to understand. You get 60% of wages, and then you get about 15% of government benefits or UBIs in the future, or when your jobs get replaced by AI. And then you get about commission or your performance-based income, about another 15%. And then you get about 10% of passive income, like rental incomes, yield and stuff like that, or from another assets, or from stocks or stuff like that, right? The problem is the wages is the majority of the income from the average households in the modern day. That's about 60%. But that is going to keep on dropping as we are talking. As we go day by day, month by month, year by year, that percentage, that 60% is going to keep on dropping, because people are going to start losing their jobs to AI. The problem is the government benefits are not going to go up, or the universal basic income, UBI, is not going to go up into the same parallel level as the wages goes down. For an example, I mentioned it's about 15% of the government benefits that you get, like, on an average, right? But when the wages goes down, let's say to 20%, it dropped down 40% overnight, you lost your job or whatever. Now, your wages have gone down 40%, but the government benefits are still 15%, or maybe it may have gone up to like 18 to 20%. But still, there's a massive gap that you need to fill. So how are you going to fill that? Because it won't fill overnight by the passive income, right? Let me share my screen again. When the wages goes down to 20%, or maybe most likely to 0%, right? Just because the wages go down to 20 to 0%, you will not get 50% of government benefits, because government will not have enough money to give all these people who lost their jobs because of AI. Government will not have enough money. So, and your passive income is also not going to become 50%, 60%. You're not going to get like your stock, from your stocks or from your properties, you're not going to get that rent, because the people who are your tenants may also have lost their jobs. They might leave your property. So you, like, more or less, your rental income might also go down. So what can you depend on? The commission, the performance based income. That is why I said that as we are talking, as we are about to step into 2026, you all need to become entrepreneurs. You all need to become people who can sustain, who are making income, who are making money through your performances. And that is why I said what I said. Because eventually the wages percentage will go down and the government will not have, let me repeat myself, the wages are going to go down. And it's not going to take 40, 50 years. It'll only take 5, 10, 15 years. Your wages percentage will go down and the government will not have enough money to give you benefits or UBIs. Yes, government will take some money from the wealthy people and try to divide that into UBIs and etc. But that money will also not be enough because a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs. So the only way for you to survive in the society and sustain a family is by performance-based income. That is your entrepreneurial journey. That is your business. That is how you get your main income, because that 60% that you lose through the wages, you need to put into the commissions, into the performance base. So this is really important that you guys understand as we are stepping into 2026. Guys, I hate to be the person to tell you this, but if you are watching me, you have to learn about these things. You need to develop entrepreneurial skills, how to um how to become a proper salesman, learn about the AI revolution. You don't have to be coding or learn about coding or stuff like that, but you need to learn sales skills about AI, how to manage people. You need to have your finance literacy on top. You need to do all these things. And please, guys, if you are watching me, you're not a stupid person. You're not a dumb person. You're watching me for a reason. And if you have watched this video so far, or if you have listened to my podcast so far, just make sure that you invest time, energy, and money into becoming an entrepreneur and learning AI. Please do this, because even I used to think that yeah, it's just far away, we need to learn, we don't need to learn AI about stuff right away. No, you have to learn about AI right away. You need to become an entrepreneur. You need to start getting your income through your performance base or through your business, because believe me, your wages percentage will go down. It might not happen next month, it might not happen next year, it might not happen next 3 years, but eventually it will happen in next 5, 10, 15 years. It is going to happen. Why am I saying this? Because I have seen the AI world. What's going to happen? I have seen inside and I know what's coming. And none of you people are going to like what's coming. Most of us are going to get replaced, because in my previous video I said people will even start dating robots. People will start having sexual intercourses with AI robots. And it is going to happen. And eventually what's going to happen is, let me tell you guys another red pill, that here's the thing, especially if you're a man. If you're a man listening to me, if you're a man watching me, there's no way around you. You will be literally cooked if you don't do this. And if you don't learn these skills, if you don't study about AI, if you don't know how to become an entrepreneur and start a business and increase your performance income, you will be cooked. That's the literal reality. So guys, please, I'm begging you, just do not just take this for as it's fine. Because understand, we all have learned about things from the industrial age. Because I'm pretty sure most of you guys have gone to a school or a university that was built in 1800 or even in 1900. I went to a school that was built in 1835. So I was learning about industrial age stuff. But all of those things that we learn from the school, from the universities are outdated. None of those things matters anymore. All of those things that we learned from the schools and universities that were built during the industrial age are outdated. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is the truth. It is the reality. So understand this, and please do not just take this lightly. I hope you all will take something out of this video and start putting some money, time, and effort into learn about the new digital age revolution of AI revolution, and start learn certain entrepreneurial skills and increase your performance-based income, increase your commissions. And simultaneously, if you can build a personal brand as well, that is the best thing. Until I see y'all again, always stay sharp, stay obsessed, and think big.